We're gonna kick some ass.
Okay.
Cure some ass.
Cure that ass.
Cure that ass. Cure that ass. It was funny because I enjoyed that movie. I think it was one of the best Spidey movies I've seen. I think I watched it a couple times since it was actually dropped on Blu-ray. Man, I love that movie. But hey, we're here Tuesday night, 7:37 p.m. Eastern. Fabio was late again, so I'm sorry for that. We have another episode of Between Collectors, and as you can see, we have a panel here. We have very fine gentlemen here, sharing some time with us. I'm going to start with Fabio from Fast Figures in the House. What's up, my friend?
What's up, man? Thank you for having me. What's up, everybody?
It's a pleasure. As you can see underneath, we have Pop Culture Living Room Costa in the house. Thank you, my friend, for being here. What's up?
No, thank you. Thank you for inviting me back. What's up, everybody? Is everybody doing well?
Yeah, man. They say yes.
They do say yes.
And this guy that's in the introduction, Jorge, the Medinalorian, in the house. What's up, my friend?
What's up, everybody? Thanks for having me, Dante. Appreciate it.
Oh man, another day, another Between Collectors show, and I can't wait to start because let me tell you guys, we're gonna talk about a lot of things: Spider-Man, Star Wars, statues, everything. You're gonna get it all tonight, and of course, this is how we start Between Collectors. I love that intro, man. Not for nothing. The music is very all right, so let me say hi to the people on the chat because obviously without you guys, we would not be here. 2K3 in the house. What's up, gentlemen? Hold my balls in the house. What's up, my friend? HRD Corn Candy. Good evening, everyone. What's up? Ashley Chase in the house. Hello, my friend. JC, episode 18. Let's do this tonight. Yeah, technically we're legal to do this live stream now. Donuts 1122334411. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Carlos Burgos, member of the channel. Hello, friend. Hola, everyone. Writer reviews in the house. Yo, what's up, my friend? Another member of the channel. It's Popsick, another member as well. Let's go, baby. Link 2195. Hello, fellers. Donuts again. How y'all doing? We have okay. Thick Bantha Boy. Clicky the likey. Clicky the likey. Carlos Burgos, how are you, bro? I'm Common Flex. Hey, good people. Fast Figures in the house. Community Arcade. Hello, friends. What's up? We have Valiant here. Hello and good evening, gentlemen. And of course, we have the first Like a Bantha of the night. Now, if I can find it, because I think I deleted it by mistake. Oh, shoot, I think I deleted it. I don't know, just kidding, I didn't.
Like a bantha, 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 like a bantha.
It's Popsick know what he's doing. No, he does that on purpose all the time. But hey, everyone loves the song.
That's awesome. It's so catchy.
It's very, dude. I'm telling you, when I actually Fabio was the one who sent me a video one day, and he said, "Dude, you have to watch this." And I was like, you know what? That's it. This is gonna be the clip. So I tried to edit it multiple times to get the catchy one, the catchy part rather, and I was able to get this one. And I just kind of love it when the guy's dancing and all that. Perfect. Javier in the house. What's up, my friend? OG Mando, when Star Wars was just Star Wars, member of the channel as well. Hello, everyone. How you doing? DT Armand. What's up, everybody? Carlos in the house. Bugman here. We have no Pirog tonight. No, Pirog is gonna be with us Friday, so he will be with us on Friday. We have OG fan again with the super chat. Great to see Jorge on the show. MCE in the house. Yes, he's
Thanks,
always
man.
welcome. I need to get Seth as well. Hopefully one day as well. CN. Hi guys. Riley. We have Retro Mando in the house. We have JC. It's Popsick. If if like a band is not your ringtone, you're not even a Star Wars fan. Yeah. Are you even a Star Wars fan? Let me tell you, yeah, if I get that as a ringtone, everyone will be calling me all the time to hear it. That's for sure. Hercules in the house. What's up, my friend? Hello. CT603. Hello, everyone. David. Hyperdrive, homie. And then come Flex Duber Vader Bust. Oh, yeah, the one in the back. Yeah, and thank you, everyone, for tuning in tonight. All right, so where do we start, man? Because we have a lot of things to talk about tonight. And I think we're going to start with the Hot Toys Spiderman Teased. So we got Spider-Man, at least a picture of the three dudes. So I'm going to put it on the screen so we can just have a quick discussion about it, because I'm very excited about that. And I think it was long overdue. I think we waited so long for this. They should have done this sooner, if you ask me. So I'm going to start bottom up. I'm going to start with Costa on this because he's a Marvel fan. What was your first, I guess, reaction when you saw this picture? I'm telling you right now, these two Spider-Man, the new ones, you can tell in the color they're the new figures.
Oh, I squealed like a little girl. It was exciting. I love Spider-Man. Spider-Man and Batman are my number ones, and anything Spider-Man, these look great. And it looks like they've upgraded the Amazing Spider-Man and the Tobey Maguire. So I'm ecstatic. They're gonna look great with. I think that shelf back there is just gonna turn into all Spider-Man. It's just gonna be all Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So many good figures coming out, and I know some people aren't interested in that integrated suit. I love it. I love that suit. It looks awesome. And then that Amazing Spider-Man suit right there is just, I love the eyes, like the McFarlane type eyes. Yeah, this is going to be great. And I hope we get like a surprise and they get released earlier than 18 months or 2 years. And they've done that before. We got that black and gold like 6 months early. So you never know.
Well, if you look at the black and gold, it's really not what we were shown. Remember that also.
That's true.
Yeah, so that's how they cut corners with that.
Yeah. What are your thoughts, Jorge, on this one?
It looked dope, man. I'm surprised they didn't drop these when the movie dropped. I wish that Hot Toys would take and release the figures around the same time, so that way they can catch the hype. We're all hyped up about it. I enjoyed the movie a lot. So probably would have ordered at least one of these.
Do you think could be with the licensing? Maybe they were working on getting the license ready for this before they do anything. Because I'm assuming that they're gonna do this with the head sculpts. I'm thinking
That'd be cool too if they did that. Yeah.
I mean, I think it will make sense. If you can, I don't know if you can see here, but let me see if I can make this bigger. But I was kind of dissecting this picture a little bit. And this head sculpt here, I don't know if you can see where my mouse is pointing. So this seems to be that it is one, it's probably two pieces, but it seems like you can remove the neck as well. I don't know if you can see here, same as this one. I think this one is more notorious in here.
Yeah, I believe the original Amazing Spider-Man with the head sculpt, it removes from the neck. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get those where you get a little neck showing instead of the way they do the Tom Holland ones, which would be nice.
Yeah, that's true. Fabio, I know that you've Aries spoke about this many times, and finally it's happening. I can't wait till the final release, final announcement. I'm very I guess excited about this, and also wondering, will they be able to nail the likeness of these two guys? Because years ago they did a really good job with the head sculpts, but now I think they should do better than that. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. If we're looking at faces like Doc Ock's face, we're looking at all the newer head sculpts that they've been making have been, in my opinion at least, flawless, no complaints. Look at Shang-Chi, look at all the latest, at least announcements that they've made. Their work lately has been phenomenal. So I don't doubt that at all. The thing is, my opinion is because they were in the movie without the mask for so long, I think it's a no-brainer to get the head sculpt. But because Hot Toys has made them in the past, if they want to again take a shortcut with releasing these figures, they'll just give us 2 Spider-Man with no head sculpt, which could happen. You know what I mean? Just because they show us that doesn't mean we're getting a head sculpt, but hopefully we get the best figure out of them.
Yeah, that's true. And as you can see, I'm flashing the real one, right? And then this is the pretty cool, man, right? Pretty cool. I mean, I mean, look at the color of the suit. This is what I was talking earlier, right? Look at the color. It's a bit darker, right? It's a bit darker. Same here. So this
Shinier
is
too.
shinier too. So this is definitely the new suit that we're gonna get, right? For sure. I mean, I just really hope that they can nail the likeness as well. And I think now Hot Toys is gonna be very careful of what they release. I think, especially with head sculpts, they want to make sure that they nail it from the beginning because they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. That's my assumption, because usually, when they did Doc Ock, certain angles look better than others, and that's a fact. I don't think they took the time to actually do a proper photography. I guess they just kind of like, it feels like rushed, right? Green Goblin, we didn't see the head sculpt. We're still waiting. I'm hoping that we're going to see a Green Goblin battle damage. That will be great. I mean, I think everyone would agree that that will be awesome if we see a battle damage Green Goblin. But yeah, man, very excited for this. I think this is going to be a good release, especially if you guys watching at home are like hardcore Spider-Man fans. I mean, come on, like Costa said, he's going to have a spot behind him to do the display with all the Spider-Man figures. Do you guys get all the Spidey No Way Home figures? I know it's only one, but do you have any other Spider-Man figures besides that? I know Fabio, you do, but Costa
Fabio has every figure.
I know.
I got the Spider Gwen. I like the Miles Morales movie, and I got the Miles Morales on order also. So I would hope that they would make a Spider-Man for that. I would order that.
The Peter B. Parker.
Yeah, the Peter B. Parker. I'd definitely get that.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a second movie coming, so
yeah,
probably they can do it there. And I think Spider-Gwen is a really good figure too. Now that we're talking about Spider-Man, I love Spider-Gwen, and I love that movie. I mean, I'm usually not into cartoons or animated stuff, but that one I really like. I enjoyed the movie from beginning to end. I watched it like a few times actually. And I can't wait for that Miles Morales either. That's gonna be sick. Gonna be sick. But yeah, so that's about Spider-Man. Hoping we can see that release coming soon. So as soon as it drops, then we're probably gonna do a special show or maybe like a preview show, and talk about it because I think it's gonna be fun. So now let's leave Hot Toys for now, and let's start talking about something else, something a bit different. Usually between collectors is that we talk about different topics, collecting in general, figures, toys, statues, whatever. So we're gonna talk about a question that I always get asked. When did you start collecting, and why do you open your YouTube channel? And this is a question I always get, and I think I discussed this previously, but I guess it's never too old to discuss this. But before we address this, I want to say thank you to Asti Chase for the $7.99 super chat, or super sticker rather. So I cannot see it for some reason here, but I can see it on the comments. So Ashley, thank you so much, and I hope you're feeling better, my friend. I appreciate the support. So I'm gonna start with Costa on this one. All right, my friend. So when did you start collecting, and why did you open your YouTube channel? Who pushed you to do this?
So I started collecting, I would guess, like, seriously, like the late 80s. I was in high school.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I know the boyish good looks. I look younger, but I'm up there. Anyway,
Wait, you were in high school in the 80s?
well, I went into high school in 89. So graduated in 93. So I'm 46 if anybody doesn't want to do the math. And
We're not that far away, let me tell you that.
No,
Fabio's the
no, we're
oldest
not.
here.
Really? Fabio, are you?
Well,
I was gonna say Fabio looks young.
I'm 38.
Okay, there we go.
Kid.
But yeah, so I started Transformers, the Gen 1. Then in 95, like Star Wars came back out after years. But I had like my little collection from when I was younger, and they did them in the early 80s. But that was when I started like keeping them on cards or buying doubles, and then like having one on card and one in the package. And like I was hell bent to get every single one in the Star Wars collection, and I had it. Then I got really pissed at Hasbro because they decided to put figures with board games and stuff. And I'm like, I don't want to buy a board game just to get a figure that you can't get anywhere else. So I kind of slowed down in that, did some Spawn. And then getting into the 1/6, my wife bought me that Darth Vader back there for Christmas in 2015. And then in like 2018, 2019, I got serious with the 1/6, and the like 3 3/4 stuff I kind of pushed to the side. And then the YouTube channel, like a lot of things that happened over the pandemic, like YouTube blew up. I was home. I used to write and perform sketch comedy and improv comedy, and I needed an outlet. And I'm trying to combine two things that I love, toys and comedy, and trying to mix them together. So, it's taken me a while to even just get to this point, and I'm starting to feel like I'm getting in my own skin. I'm there. I'm getting there.
Right.
So yeah, that's why, when you're on stage performing, it's like it's a rush. So that was gone. That fun of hearing people laugh and writing stuff that people enjoyed, that was put on hold. And YouTube just helped me out with that, and I've been having fun since, and I hope people enjoy the videos. I'm doing them for fun. And well, the display case videos, I do those because I think anybody could have a really nice display case and not have to spend like Maji case prices. So,
and you did a good job, actually. Let me tell you that. I watched your video, and I love the step by step and how you did all the the lighting and measurements and everything. And it was a good video. And those are tough to make. It's really not that people think making videos is easy, but really it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
Really not. And
that,
I know
that was.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was gonna say that was like hours and hours and hours of filming, and then you cut it down to like, I think it was like 13 minutes or something like that. I mean, but it was like 20 plus hours of filming and just getting all the good bits, And I've got some updates coming because I've figured some things out that I like better. And yeah, anyway, so that's why I got into it. I love collecting toys. I like some of these Transformers during the pandemic. I have them on. I'll have them out on my desk, and I'll just play around with them while I'm at work. I'm working, so it just brings me joy just to to have them out and not keep them in the boxes like I used to. Like I'm happy that I'm able to play them out, and that's what 1/6 is about. It's like the realism, and you can you take it out of the box and you enjoy it.
That's true. That's true. And collecting is always fun. But before I go with Jorge on this one, I want to say hi to my friend Julius, the big Bretta in the house. By the way, he has a live stream tonight. You just tell me what time. I think it's 9:30 Eastern. So as soon as you finish watching this, you're gonna just jump to his show, 9:30 p.m. Eastern tonight. Um, Jorge, how do you when did you start collecting, my friend, and why did you open your YouTube channel?
I mean, it's not as good of a story as his. His was much better. I like his story. No, I started collecting. I mean, really young. It was comic books is what I started at first, and I did it because I like to draw, and I was mimicking the art that I saw and trying to get better at it. And I would collect all the comics and the cards, and it evolved into statues. It was I like to sculpt, and the statues would come in like the kits that you would get at the comic book store. They used to sell these kits that I can't. They weren't Bowen. I forgot who made them, but they were like these unpainted kits, and you'd buy them and assemble them and paint them, and I really liked all that, and I wanted to get into it, and I went to art school. And during art school, I would pick up the little like the video game collector sets that came with the statues. That's all I could afford at that time was buying a Bowen or anything like that was just way out of my price at that moment. And then I amassed a pretty good collection of those statues and a few lightsabers because I had some Star Wars. And my wife came home one day, and at this point I was already married, and she saw my collection, and she laughed at it, and she said that I collect toys. So because she sells contemporary art, so she goes out and buys a sideshow statue of the mythos Darth Vader, and that's when I realized that I really do collect kind of toys. So I wanted to move into that. So it was nuts. So I just like blew up from there, and then I started collecting statues. I hadn't yet got into 6-scale figures, and I hadn't started the channel at that point. The channel came about really because I'm mostly an introverted kind of person. I'm kind of shy, and then I was watching these videos, and I was watching all these guys do these cool things on YouTube and showing their collections and stuff. And I was like, I'd like to try to do this. So I brought it up to my friends, and they kind of laughed at me. It's because they were like, you're not the type of personality to be out there on camera, So I was like, screw you, I'm going to try this. So the first few videos were very hard. I mean, if you watch my original videos, I was very, very quiet. And I went into every little speck detail of everything that I was looking at. It was ridiculous when I watched those videos. I think I spent like 5 minutes talking about a box. So it was beautiful.
Yeah, you can see the color. You can see this.
Spinning around and everything. It was ridiculous.
I know.
It's funny to watch now. And then Seth came along, and Seth is much more animated than me, and so he kind of got me out of all that, and he started collecting the 6-scale figures. And when I saw the first Iron Man 6-scale figure, that was when I was like, wow, this is really dope. So, I wanted to pose it, and I liked all the light up features and everything that came with it. So that's when the collection started to change a lot. And it was like a little bit of 6-scale, a little bit of statues. And it just is kind of morphed into kind of a hodgepodge of a bunch of different things. So while it's mostly Star Wars that I collect, I still collect a little bit of Marvel and all that. And I have like a little small display downstairs where I get to have that on display. Yeah, that's kind of how that all came about. I love doing the videos. They're fun. And I like going to the cons and meeting the people that watch the videos, when the people that watch the show, and they tell me what they get out of it. And I think that's really where it's been kind of cool. Like I had a guy hit me up, and he watched me during the hurricane that hit Puerto Rico.
Oh wow!
And so he said he was watching the show until the hurricane cut the lights out. He lost his house, and he moved to Chicago, and he got married, and so he hits me up and he tells me that the whole story, and he's in Chicago. So I was going to San Diego Comic-Con, and I was like, yo, if you can make it to San Diego, I'll get you in San Diego Comic-Con. I'll give you my pass, and you can go and check it out. And I got to meet him, and he's an awesome guy. So it's like we've been talking ever since, and we remain friends. So it's really that I think that I've really enjoyed about the YouTube thing is that you get to meet guys like you guys, you know, because nobody in my immediate circle collects, and my family looks at me like I got an issue.
You're weird.
So
he's the bad apple of the family. He collects.
So yeah, that's what happened.
Man, that's a fun. But you know what? I'm gonna echo what you said because it is true. When we do this, I mean, doing videos first of all is not easy. I mean, it takes time, editing, practice. It's not like you see the video. It now obviously it's much easier because you've been doing it, more often, right? But it takes time, man. Like at the beginning, I struggled so much. Everything was scripted because I was just afraid to make a mistake and then get bombarded with the mistakes, But Fabio, when did you start collecting, my friend? And why did you open your YouTube channel?
You already know everything. Well, so my very, very first collection, I must have been maybe 4 or 5 years old. It was Christmas. I remember I was born and raised in Colombia, South America. So I remember it was the I want to say it wasn't 6-inch, maybe 3.75-inch GI Joe figures back then. My dad had got me the entire collection, lost every single one of them, and never got anything again. I, as a kid, always running around, playing sports here and there. I never really, collected comic books or anything like that. 2009, 2010-ish, I was really into the UFC, and I saw somebody with a UFC figurine. I don't remember where I saw it, but I was like, that is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I bought the entire line as they were coming out because they stopped making them. So as they were coming out, I was buying them. I don't know if you guys could see. They're surrounding the entire perimeter of the ceiling. Those are all UFC figures. Look at that. It's literally around the entire basement. So I have every single one they ever made. Then I was buying something on eBay, and I came across a Takara Tomy Optimus Prime. Started buying all of those. I still have them all sealed in boxes in my closet. Then once I started getting into all of those, I saw my first Hot Toys was the Dark Knight Batman, but the very, very first MMS that they made, which was, compared to the new ones now, complete crap. So I bought that. I bought the Joker, the very first Joker they made from that line as well. And that was it. I found Iron Man after that, and I was hooked. I haven't stopped since, like I said, 2009, 2010. I have bought pretty much, I want to say about 98% of every Hot Toys that was made ever since.
Wow. Nice.
Yep. That's just specifically Hot Toys. I obviously, I got Enter Bay, Blitzway, all that stuff. But specifically Hot Toys, I've gotten, like I said, about 98 to 99% of every single one released since like 2010.
Holy
shit! Holy Shishkovich! And why did you open your YouTube channel?
Well, so that's I never. Same as Jorge, very quiet person, very to myself.
Believe it or not.
You know how it is. I'm not friendly by any means at all. Like if you see me on the street, I'm not the type of guy to be like, "Hey, what's up? How are you?" Like it's just not me. So been collecting. Never really posted anything in the groups. The first group I was ever a member of was 1/6 Republic, which was back then the biggest group at the time. A lot of guys, know what the issue is with that group. If you went against the grain, then you were banned, which is what happened. So I was banned within the first few months of being in the group for not agreeing with what was said. And again, I wasn't even big time back then. I was just putting in my opinion about stuff. So so then meeting Dante, this is where I was going with this. So I ended up having to do a school project using YouTube. So I never had a channel. I just used my name or whatever, handed in my assignment. That was it. Never used the channel ever again for anything. Meeting Dante, then I go try to, start my own thing. Couldn't do it. no matter what I did, I couldn't get a channel. No matter how many email addresses I used, couldn't get a channel. No matter what, I couldn't get a channel. So I was like, what the hell's wrong? So I just gave up on it. And eventually, the only way I got it was through him. He actually, I gave him the email address. He actually started the channel from his house. Because apparently, I don't know, I guess they blocked my IP for whatever reason. I don't know.
Talk about shady shit.
Yeah, but it was the craziest thing. But again, it was never something that I was, looking forward to do, just in general, because I would have done that when I first started. You know what I mean? So it was never something that I was, I want to be a YouTuber. I want to show anybody anything. I've always been very private. Like I said, I've said many times, nobody knows who I am, for that reason, because I was never a show off. I've never been a show off. I'm not the person, to rub things in their faces. Never been that person. So I just kept collecting for myself. So when people start seeing my collection now, they're like, holy crap, what the hell is this? But this happened, behind closed doors for many, many years. And so the channel thing was never something that was like appealing to me, because I felt like people would take that the wrong way, and they did. I have my own Facebook group. A lot of people think or have thought, that I'm just there to show off my collection, and just the wrong. So that turns me off from people thinking that. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just keep things to myself. So that's why it was never appealing to me. But then, like I said, meeting Dante and hanging out with these guys, made me want to like be part of, having my own little thing to be able to show people who just got into the community or have been around but never were able to experience a collection, this big or this unique or whatever. And that was my whole point. So it's just to show people things that maybe they haven't seen, or maybe, I know that there's millions of YouTubers. I know there's, I'm not the first, last, or only, so that's another reason why I was like, there's plenty of channels out there. What am I going to do? You know what I mean? So it was a lot of personal things that made me not want to do it. But then, like I said, being around, meeting Dante, which he was the first one who I met, it made me want to like actually be part of it, even get more involved in it, which is how that happened.
Awesome.
Yeah, you don't, those little stories are the best, man. Like, because many people think that, when you open your channel, when you start collecting, was just because of pressure. Like, sometimes people think like that, right? The funny thing is that when I started collecting, actually, I mean, I started collecting years ago, but officially 1/6 scale was 2015. Prior to that, I was collecting Transformers, and the ones that you can get in Walmart, Target, nothing fancy, the regular one that you can see there, right? And then I sold it because I said, you know what, this is, I don't know, it's too toyish for me, right? I wanted to get something more like special. So one day I was just in Amazon. I was just kind of like, Googling stuff, whatever, searching around. And I came across, like Jorge said, the Mandalorian, the an Iron Man figure from Hot Toys. So I saw the Iron Man. I'm like, holy shit, this looks so cool. But then I'm into Star Wars, so I said, okay, let me search for Star Wars. Let me just search for C-3PO, right? And it brought me to SciShow. It was Tamashii Nations C-3PO. That's the first one I got. I remember if I got it from, I don't think I got it from SciShow. I think I got it from Amazon.
It's an amazing figure.
Oh, dude, and I have my story about it. So I got that one. So I got that C-3PO, and man, as soon as I opened that package, I was like, wow. I mean, obviously you paid the price for it, right? I think it was around 200 something back then. Almost $300. I think 280. I don't remember exactly the price, but it was in that range. And I said, wow. I mean, you pretty much getting what you're paying for. I mean, this is diecast. I mean, you can pretty much take the figure apart, and it was so freaking good. And then I said, okay, you know what? I cannot have C-3PO by himself. I need to get R2-D2, and I need to get some of the original trilogy characters like Luke Skywalker, Han Solo. And back then, I didn't know nothing about Hot Toys, and I didn't know if they had those figures. So I started researching. I'm like, oh, shoot. They have Han Solo and Chewbacca. I got those. Oh, shoot, they have a Vader. Fuck. Oh, but SciShow has a Vader. All right, let me get Vader. So I got Vader. I started getting like, one by one, boom. And then I'm like, okay, what's next? When you start collecting, this is what happened. You get like very into it, and sometimes you don't think, you just buy, and I said, okay, let me go to Marvel now. Oh, you know what? Oh, shoot, Terminator. Let me get Terminator now. Oh, wait, RoboCop. I love RoboCop. All right, let me get RoboCop. Oh, wait a second. What's that? Oh, Superman. Christopher Reeves. I want to get that one. But you know what? I love Batman from the 80s. Let me see if I can. Oh, look, Batman. Look, dude, I start buying and buying and buying and buying and buying. I was like nuts. And I was getting day one. Like after that, I was getting day one. I opened my Instagram. My Instagram is kind of old. So I used to get day one figures all the time. And I was putting them on Facebook. I'm sorry, on Instagram. And I was putting pictures of all the boxes. I was getting like 6, 7 boxes. It was insane. It was like, it was crazy. So, I started collecting whatever. So then when I, a few years later, I said, you know what? My wife got pregnant with my third kid. So I said, you know what? I need to buy a house. I need more space. And I said, you know what, collection, I love you so much, but I need more money for this. Buying a house is really not cheap. So I pretty much sold 95% of my collection, including C3PO, including everything. I make a lot of money, to be honest with you. So, I got my house, perfect. I got only maybe 8 figures left or 90 figures left, I think. So I built my details, I put the figures, and I was just looking at it, start taking photography again, because I stopped for a while, for a year pretty much. And then boom, COVID hit. So working from home, I was getting depressed because I work in the city, I work in New York, so always going out, after work, getting drinks with the friends, and something different, right? I got depressed, man. I was like, freaks, I cannot be here like just from home. I mean, what else can I do? I said, you know what? I'm gonna buy a figure. So I bought Captain Marvel, the from the Solo movie, right? So I got Captain Marvel, and I said, you know what? Let me open my YouTube channel. I got my YouTube channel for a long time, but I was posting videos one every 5 years. So it was really like, it was just there pretty much, right? So, I think I got like maybe 3 or 4 videos from years ago. So I just deleted those because they were crap. So I deleted those videos and I said, okay, I'm going to start officially uploading content in a more, constant basis, right? So I got the first video. I got a lot of people. I mean, people liked it. The audio was horrible. Everything was bad at the beginning. How it is with your first video, So, I start getting more figures. I got that. Then I got Batman. I got Wonder Woman. I start getting day one figures like I used to do before. But this time, I was doing it with a better plan in terms of budgeting, and in terms of managing my money wisely. Not like just buying everything and just getting into the hole, because I was in the hole at one point, but not more like buying stuff, but being conscious of what I was buying. So I put a budget, I dedicated a budget for this, and I started doing videos. And dude, I'm gonna be 2 years next month, May 27th or 28th. I'm gonna be 2 years posting constantly from my very first video. And I think when I started, I think I got like maybe 6 or 7 subscribers, I think. No one knew me. And still, not many people knows me yet. But, that's how I started, my YouTube channel. And, obviously, I hit ups and downs. I make many mistakes on my videos. I was very scripted. I wanted to make everything like perfect. But then I realized, you know what? That's not me, man. Like, me is making mistakes. Me is making can't even pronounce a name the right way. Making mistakes, pronouncing names. That's me, because that's me for real life. I cannot pronounce names the right way. I mean, I suck at it. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna do it like this, because this is me. Even if I make a mistake, even if I call the name of the character the wrong name, which I've done it many times. I call Michael Myers Jason in one of my videos. And I said, and my favorite horror figure, Jason, and you see Michael Myers. And dude, everyone called me out for that. I said, dude, how's that your favorite if you called the wrong name? I'm like, I didn't realize, I just made a mistake, and I didn't edit it, nothing. I didn't even say nothing on the comments. I just left it. But that's how it is, man. Making mistakes, That's what it makes you. Then I started doing live streams with more people. I met Fabio, I met Easy, Sergio, I met many good people, Aries, Joao, Anthony, like many good people. And we start making like friendships. And it's good about this because like Jorge said, right? You're outside, my family, there's really not too many people that collects. I have my cousin that collects, but they don't do it as I do it. So they look at me like a weird, like, what the hell is this? Even my wife started like, at the beginning she was questioning me, saying, well, why are you buying that? That's too expensive. And then a few years later, she bought me the cockpit for my 40th. So, that open mind she was after that. She saw that I was enjoying it. So yeah, man,
That's a great 40th gift, man. That's awesome. I've been staring at it for like the last 10 minutes now.
Yeah, that thing is good. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's good. She got a good present for her 40th. So I took her to Bahamas. So
Nice.
That kind of like wash it off, right? Anthony with the $9.99. I said 19.99. $9.99 super chat. Thank you, my friend. Dante puts in the work. He still calls me Anne Marie. Yeah. Anne Marie. Yeah, man. But yeah, that was my little story. And it's always fun to talk about this, man. And I know a lot of people like the stories here. All right, so now let's switch it up now. Let's talk about May 4th predictions, man. This is the best. This is the best part of this thing.
I'm hyped.
Oh man! All right. So May 4th is what? Next week.
Next week.
I'm
trying to find a way to call in sick. I don't know how I'm gonna do
it. I wish I can do that, but I have so much work, and I can even like call out sick, even if I want to call out. Even if I'm sick, I have no excuse. I can work from home.
They got that Lego speeder coming out, man. I kind of want to stand in line for that thing.
Oh man. Okay, so let's talk about this. I'm going to start with Jorge on this one, and I'm going to flash you a clip, and then you tell me if this could be if this can happen or not.
Please don't.
I need him.
Please don't.
Unlimited. Bro, if they bring out Mace Windu, I would buy that. I'd buy 5 of those things. I don't know if they're gonna do that, but I would, man. I mean, did you know something that I don't know? But tell me that you know something, because I would buy that. Shoot.
I don't know nothing, man.
I would love to have, and it's the what is it? The not the 40th, but the 20th anniversary of episode 2.
Mm-hmm.
So
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, I would hope so.
Oh man,
I hope so.
But you notice that in that clip, there's 3 characters, right?
Yeah,
Anakin,
you got.
We have Palpatine and we have Mace Windu. So the reason why I flashed that is because I'm thinking, all right. So again, this is just predictions. No way. I mean, if it happens, obviously that would be fantastic for all of us. But mainly Mace Windu and Palpatine, right? If you notice, we don't have a episode 3 Palpatine, right? We don't for Hot Toys, So what do you think, man? What are your predictions for May 4th? Do you think that what I flashed could happen? Do you have any other characters in mind?
I would like to see Mace Windu. I'm not a huge fan of the Sidious from that movie. It's something about the faces always bugged me. But I mean, it'd be cool to see him too. So we're at the 20th. We also got Kenobi coming out. So I mean, I'd hope that they would be trying to hype that up too. Maybe give us some Inquisitors or another Ewan McGregor Kenobi, to go along with that TV show. And we got the celebration like in 3 weeks after. So I'm gonna be there. I hope to see those things there.
Oh man.
What else? May the 4th. What other Jedi would be cool to have, man? How about like Kit Fisto or one of those characters, man? Those would be kind of cool to have.
Beskar Kid says Palpatine Sidious 2-pack.
That'd be cool. I mean, I didn't even think about Mace Windu. And I know he's been like all over social media lately talking about that he can wield the lightsaber with the other hand, So maybe, man, I'm hoping for Mace Windu. Definitely got me thinking about it.
Fabio, what is your predictions for May 4th?
Well,
And I can flash you another video, man, and you can tell me.
well, no, I'm just gonna go by what you just said. You know, you said there was no episode 2 Palpatine, which would be episode 3 Palpatine, which shows that, you know, Hot Toys, to not give us a reissue, they'll use that excuse to give us another one, which would be smart on their part because a lot of people missed out on the last one they made. So that would be smart if they decided to do that. A lot of people won't even care about the old one; they'll just get the new one. Somebody said Padme. You know, that would be awesome. She's one of the lost ones. Kit Fitzno, like he said, would be awesome. Like I've always said in every stream, something battle damage, anything battle damage would be amazing. Cara Dune would be out of left field, amazing.
Wait, you said something battle damage?
Yeah,
This?
Something like that would be incredible. Because we've got, you know, and I've always said I like, you know, different styles of figures, same character but different looks to the figure. We've never had a battle damage, you know, Darth Vader. You know what I mean? Even if they give us this, like they've given us an what do you call it? A Boba Fett animated, a Boba Fett. What's the other one that they did? Alternate color or whatever it was. A Boba Fett. You know, they've given us different styles, different colors, different looks. Why can't we get a Darth Vader that's, you know, battle damage with half of the helmet ripped off? You know, something cool like that would be, at least for me. I love stuff like that.
Man, and let me tell you, and I know Aries, you know, he's really good with the predictions. He 99.9% of the time he nails it on the calls. So shout out to Aries. Costa, what are your predictions for May 4th? What do you want to see from Hot Toys? Do you think they're gonna give us the wow thing on that day or on that week, or it's gonna be like, eh?
I hope they give us the wow. I have a little riding on this because I made a prediction video, and 2 of the figures that I predicted, one was Mace Windu, which I really hope they make, and I mean, it is the 20th anniversary. Why not? Just make it already. You know, right. You've made you used Sam Jackson's likeness before. You have it. Let's get this let's get this going. The other one I have is Padme. So I'm 1 for 2 on my predictions. I would like to be, you know, have a better percentage. So I'm hoping for those 2, but some other ones, the battle damage Vader with the back to tank would be awesome. It would be expensive, but could you imagine it kind of also be kind of modular? Like you can take the figure out of the suit and stick it into the back to tank. That would be really cool. I mean, I don't see them doing it, but that's what I want. You hear me, Howard? That's what I want. Because, you know, Darth Vader's like my man.
You know that you can talk to Howard in a more intimate way.
Oh, he's watching.
Let it go, my friend. Let it go.
He's watching. I swear, he follows me from my channel to this channel to every. He's like, I need to know what he's talking about. But I can definitely see a few things from Mandalorian. Definitely, like they're gonna milk that one. I'm hoping, you know, Black Chrysanthemum. That would be great. A new Chewbacca, a Bespin Han Solo. Like we could go down this list.
We have a long list for sure.
I mean, they just re-released the Luke, right? So maybe some stuff from Empire would be something that could come in.
That would be great. There's a bunch of stuff that they can do from the original trilogy. So many things that and it would fly out. People would buy it. Like
a Wampa. I would want a Wampa.
Yeah, or that would be great with you could do a 2-pack because they love doing the creatures with the 2-packs with you know, they have the Mando and the Blurg and Queel and the Blurg. Can we get the Wampa instead of a Blurg? Although it looks cool,
or
you can't do anything with it.
Tauntaun.
Yes,
Yeah. People
One
pay a lot of
fun.
money for the Tauntaun right now,
Oh.
right?
And like Aries mentioned in one of his shows, Hoth Luke, Hoth Han with a Tauntaun. I mean,
Yeah.
dude, that will destroy the internet for sure.
Oh yeah.
I used to have those, like the originals from back in the one with the Hasbro or the Kenner. You could slide Luke in the belly. It was great.
Yes. And with 105 people watching, hit the like button, guys, because liking helps a lot. Helps the algorithm for sure. If you like it, like. And of course, subscribe to my friends' channels here. All my friends here, all the links are down below. So please.
Steve saying we'll end up with the mods from Boba Fett. I hope not. I don't want that.
I didn't. They were all right. They didn't bother me. I wouldn't want figures of them because, like, that's a waste of money. Like, are you gonna really pay for those?
Right.
If you're being selective on figures, that's why we get the main characters a lot. Instead of a lot of the side characters, you get those in the limited editions. But and if we're not, yes.
This guy, hold on, this guy.
I'd be careful where I was sticking my nose if I were you.
I'd buy that all day too.
We need both of them because, like, Timothy, a head
him
sculpt
too.
of Timothy Oliphant. They
previewed that figure last year, right? They just didn't show his portrait. They just had the helmet.
Yeah, so that'd be great if we could order it May the 4th.
Yeah.
And if we're not talking just Hot Toys, maybe this is a little controversial, but I like Sideshow's Clone Wars line, the animated stuff.
Oh yeah.
So I want an Ahsoka. Like, I want the animated Ahsoka and even an animated Cad Bane. Like, I love that line. I know, people maybe for their live action stuff, but the animated stuff, I'm hoping we get some more predictions on that. And yes, C-3PO, that's a good one too.
C-3PO, and I hope it's that. But before I go with my friend Fabio, I want to say thank you to Ashley Chase for the $7.99 super chat. 16 Bantha. Actually, there's a company who did the 16 Bantha, but it's huge. It's like this big. It's like really like this big.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one, the custom one.
Right, you saw that, right?
Yeah, it was cool.
Oh man, that would be sick as well. But Hot Toys, I don't know, man. I don't think they're gonna do that. Fabio, what are your predictions for May 4th, my friend?
Oh man, there's so much stuff like you guys said already. I mean, what about some that was another one. The Solo Chewie with the goggles. That's one that would be, for to complete the Solo line, that I was actually going to buy either one, whether it was a New Hope or Force Awakens Chewbacca for that reason, to put it with Solo. And I know they teased them before too, so that would be a good release as well, an announcement at least. What else? There's so much stuff, man, that we could, C-3PO, R2. You could go on and on with so many figures.
Probably get some more clones.
More clones.
Oh,
more likely we'll get that.
Yeah, definitely more clones. Especially
what about
commanders and captain? Yeah.
You know what's funny, Costa? I wanna piggyback on what you said about the animated Clone Wars Sideshow line. I haven't seen Clone Wars, so my apologies, my friends, for that. However, because I know the characters, right? I kind of like that line, and I want to give it a shot. So as soon as it is released, you'll see all those characters on my channel. I'm going to review all of them, and whatever comes, I'm going to get it. Just because I'm very interested in that particular path they're going. I think if Hatos is doing the hybrid type of look or real human look, Sideshow is actually going the path I think they should go all the time. They are very good at doing figures that, that the likeness is not like a human likeness. Anything animated, anything horror, anything gory, they can do it really good. Now the question is, will the bodies be good? Because the bodies usually suck.
Well, don't forget also the what do you call it? The Gambit they made was trash. So don't say that about every single figure that they make. Yeah, they've made some very good ones, but not all.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's
How
true.
many good ones did they make though? Because it seems like
Oh,
everyone
no.
that
Well, now
know?
for some reason, but the old ones, I started getting a lot of their the sideshow figures, especially the Star Wars line. Let me tell you something; they're all still brand new. The bodies, some are obviously more loose than others, but on the most part, they're still great, perfect shape, thank God. And I bought it, which is funny because I just bought the Mythos Boba Fett.
Yeah,
You would
how's
think that body was from like 1995. That's how bad that body is. Compared to once the old figure bodies are better than that Mythos figure. That's how good those bodies.
See, that's what I'm afraid about, man. Because like
And
I have the clones, and the clones are not bad.
Right.
They are a little loose. The stormtroopers weren't so bad either. That Grievous though, man, that Grievous was.
I didn't get that one. I never bought that one.
You talking about Grievous, man? I know that you did a video, Jorge, about Grievous. I got the patch. I was very disappointed, very, and I kept it because I said, you know what? Since they're gonna give us a $10 coupon and replacement parts, I said, you know what? Let me just keep it and wait for the replacement parts. I was thinking they're gonna give me new arms. It was just two little joints. I said, you know what? To me, it was like an insult, so I just returned it back. I said, no,
right,
no thanks. I can't do this.
And one thing also, another line by Sideshow that's been very good, still holds up to this day. I don't know if you guys ever saw the G.I. Joe line.
Oh, yeah, those are great.
The entire line. I have every single figure they made. Let me tell you something. They're still tight joints, really, really good shape. Everything about them. I've always said this. I don't know what happened to Sideshow. They started off it got in the beginning. They were so good that in the very, very beginning, I thought Sideshow was Hot Toys. That's how confused I was that they were so good. They were both pretty like neck and neck. And then all of a sudden over the years, they just went to shit. I don't know what the hell happened to them, but it feels like they don't even care anymore.
And we have P-Rock in the house. What's up, fellas and collectors in the chat? Hope everyone is enjoying themselves. We are enjoying ourselves very much. My boy P-Rock. He's gonna be Fridays with us, so stay tuned for Friday's live stream. I'm gonna flash you guys a figure that I really hope Hot Toys will do.
Don't be afraid of who you are.
That would be sick. And we spoke about this on Aries' show on the weekend. Darkseid Anakin, I'm sorry, Darkseid Rey. A lot of people are very, are pushing Hot Toys. Sending messages and Darkseid Rey. Let me tell you, man, that would be a really dope announcement if they decide to go that route. And I'm pretty sure everyone on the chat and everyone Star Wars fan will definitely get that figure. I mean, it's just screaming to me sickness. It's awesome. Just imagine having Darkseid Rey and having your Rey together in a opposing fight.
No, that's an easy way for them to make money. Think about it. They could charge you whatever the hell they want for it. Number one, they could give you one head sculpt or two. They could give you the evil one or a regular, just angry one. Very limited numbers, as is every other female that they make. Easy money right there. I know for a fact that if it comes with two head sculpts, I'll definitely get two or three. Comes with one, I'll definitely get two. So easy sale right there.
Easy sale. Beskar Kid says Darkseid Rey and Lightside Ben 2-pack.
Yeah. They did Ben dirty at the end of the night. Like, we were just getting to know him. I wish they. Oh, spoiler! Sorry, guys.
I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone watched the movie like at least a couple times. Anyway,
I would for a character that was on screen for like what 10-15 seconds. There's that's a highlight of the last film, or probably a highlight of the whole sequel trilogy. Yeah, I would love it. And definitely would put it right next to the Jedi Ray, and make them duke it out for shelf presence.
And I think we have an emergency interruption because we have a super chat, $5 super chat from Eddie Rodriguez. Quick intermission for Like a Panther.
Like a panther, 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 like a panther.
You know how he dances? It's just so freaking funny, man. Thank you, Eddie, for the $5 super chat. And you got your Like a Bantha as requested. Commander Crook says, in the beginning, Sideshow and Hot Toys collaborated with each other in producing figures. Sideshow did the bodies, soft goods, and head sculpts, and Hot Toys did the weapons. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I didn't know that, actually. But I mean, I have Sideshow. I used to have Grievous. Thanks God I don't have it. I had Darth Vader, which actually it was pretty good. I got the Boba Fett, right? But then, because I do horror reviews as well. If you guys, check it out, I do, reviews of horror figures. I got, Leatherface, Jason, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, Ghostface, and the only one that came out the body really bad is Freddy Krueger. Very loose, don't like it. I'm probably gonna buy a new body just to replace it. But other than that, I think they nailed the likeness. I think they did a really good job on the horror figures, and I'm very excited, and I can't wait to see that Star Wars Clone Wars line, because they look really good, especially that Yoda, man. That Yoda looks really good.
That Yoda, man.
It's like if I buy Yoda, I definitely got to buy Anakin and Kenobi, and then Ahsoka, and I'm gonna go down that line.
And that's the thing, eventually, if you see this figure like good, you're probably gonna end up buying it. Again.
But then it's my worry is that you're gonna have one that's bad, one that like you said, that the joints are not good, and then what do I do?
I mean, look at that, man.
That looks awesome.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like
if
Jedi
that's what I'm saying, like
gangsters.
they nailed the likeness. I mean, they really nailed it, and I think they're gonna continue doing this. And don't be surprised if next week Sideshow announces more figures of this line, probably Ahsoka, Maul, perhaps Darth Vader, Palpatine.
Man, I hope I see these at Celebration. I wish they would let you, like, I mean, obviously they can't, because if they have 1,000 people handling this thing, it'll definitely break at that point. But just to be able to test it,
I really hope this does well, because I would like them to move into Rebels, because I would love a Kanan, Ezra. I would like the whole, Ghost crew. It's and that the Vader, the style of these, it's like Ralph McQuarrie. They took some of inspiration from his stuff, and a Vader in this style would be just easy day one pre-order for me, even though I'm not pre-ordering right now, but that would be.
No, it will be sick. And I wanna show you guys this picture. Let me see if I can put it on. Right, so let me see if I can put it here so you guys can see it. Because again, credit to Ares, because he's the one talking about this. So if this happened, he is the one who mentioned this. So, dude, I'm telling you, if this thing happens,
buying that.
I mean, are we all in an agreement that if Hot Toys give us this for May 4th celebration, it's gonna be sick as hell?
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Definitely. I would take it in a 3-pack. It'd probably be a grand, but I'd take a 3-pack.
I can see this happening. I can see probably Luke and the Tauntaun and Han Solo by himself. I can see that happening. I mean, I know Sideshow did this version. Do you have that version, Fabio?
Yeah, it came with 2 head skulls, one regular and one battle damage. He had like a scar on his face from the fight. So that would be cool if Hot Toys decided to go that route. Give us, they could do a deluxe, not a deluxe, a DX pack. Them both together would be cool. Or if they're doing separate, they could do. If they're giving us Mandalorian and Blurred, they could give us each one with a Tauntaun. That would be cool too.
Yeah.
So, or if you don't want the Tauntaun, just get them separately. But I feel like they would definitely sell very well, these two.
Yeah, that's true.
Think the Tauntaun will be posable or a statue?
That's a good question.
How are they making the Blurred? Because if they make, how are they making the
statue?
The Blurred's a statue.
It'll be the same thing. Yeah, it'll be the same.
Oh, okay.
At least you can move the arms. Come on, you got
A little bit,
Yeah, give me a little arm, little head movement.
Like a special edition where you could split the belly. You could stuff Luke.
Yes.
Because your mind has a zipper in the middle, so you can open it up and put Luke inside. Oh man, that will be sick. Or maybe they can do the Wampa. I think one company also did the Wampa.
Yeah, some third party. The thing is huge too.
It's huge too. I mean, I'm telling you, man. I think we can all agree that this is a great time to be a Star Wars fan. Not only we have, May 4th around the corner, but we also have the Obi-Wan show around the corner. And one of the predictions I made on every show is that we're probably going to see some figures from this show, and perhaps this version of Obi-Wan with his blue and the poncho thing. I mean,
that's definitely going to be an accessory in the figure. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, they love the poncho. They
Yeah.
love the poncho.
I mean, the poncho we have. I mean, look at the belt. Dude, I'm telling you, man. What are your thoughts, man? Do you think we're gonna get this next week? Like a maybe like a tease at least?
Maybe a tease. I think they're probably going to wait to release this until after Kenobi drops.
Yeah.
The first episode, anyway.
Yeah. I think for some reason I feel like before I think Hot Toys would announce figures before the movies, but I feel like now they're waiting until after, maybe not to spoil anything, but they haven't really announced anything before any show really that I remember, at least lately.
Well, I think when they... Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I'm wondering if it has something to do with the licensing, like Disney and Lucasfilm, or even Marvel. They don't want anything to drop. Although Hasbro, they tend to have things leak, Lego leaks, So, yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be nice to have them have something pretty much ready when the show is going on, and then dropping it, and then you can get it like 6 months later.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, because I think for what was it, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, they had something. I think as soon as the show aired, they had it immediately ready to go.
They did.
So, so I feel like they should be doing that more often, but they're not for whatever reason.
Yeah, they only did that with that one and with what is it? The other one there. WandaVision. Yeah, they had that one like at the last episodes. They started showing some of the figures at that point.
Yep.
Which that's when they should have them. They should have them right around that point, because that's when we're all ready to buy something.
Right. Yep.
So what about this? Inquisitor.
I think Quan Chi is definitely coming.
I would like the animated version of this character.
I was gonna say the same thing. The animated version, definitely.
This is so normal. This is just like a regular round-headed guy. In the comic, he's like a long-headed. You know what I mean? It looks like completely different in this.
Yeah. And like other, I'm sure it's been talked about before. His species has been in. It was in Attack of the Revenge of the Sith,
right?
And they had the long head. They did it fine there. I just don't understand why. I guess budget cuts.
Cut the head.
Well, keep in mind that this show is one of the most expensive shows.
Yeah.
They've done. I mean, it is very pricey compared to The Mandalorian, and it's like it's only 6 episodes, We're gonna get the premiere on May 26th, I
7th.
believe, 27th, and it's gonna be 2 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So, dude, I'm telling you, everyone is gonna tune in to watch this thing. I mean, I can't wait. I'm telling you, I've been saying this for the very, very like long time. This is gonna be the closest thing we're gonna get from the original trilogy. Not only we're gonna have Obi-Wan, we're gonna have Vader, most likely we're gonna have Tarkin, most likely we're gonna have Palpatine in some sort of cameo. You know, maybe we're gonna get Ahsoka, maybe we're gonna get more Clone Wars flashbacks because it's been said that that's gonna happen as well. So I'm telling you, man, this is gonna be a sick show, and I think it's gonna be. I think they're gonna kill it on this one. You know.
You know what might drop when the show airs? The General Kenobi. Like that's been teased.
Yeah.
Like that's something they could drop because we all want it to go with our Anakins, and this Anakin on Stap is coming. So why can't we? Why can't they drop that one? Come on.
True.
Yeah, no, that's long overdue as well. You know, and I mean, remember the Hot Toys sent us or gave us the picture of the upcoming releases, and you can see Anakin there in the background. So I have a feeling that when that Anakin is out, they're gonna announce this figure, just so people are gonna buy the Anakin, and again, they need to do it before the show too, as well. You know, or maybe they're gonna wait for the show. Maybe this is gonna be labeled Obi-Wan show. You know, maybe they're gonna go back and have some type of flashback when Obi-Wan, was in the Clone Wars. So it is possible as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the only way because his hair's longer on the show at least. So if his hair's short here, it's got to be a flashback of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and I think they're gonna do a lot of flashbacks. You know, I just can't wait also for the fight. I mean, they're gonna fight, right? They even said it that they're gonna fight. I mean, can you imagine how epic that's gonna be? You know, and that's gonna trigger, I think, the battle damage Vader. I have really good hopes that we're gonna see that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and Fabio said it many times. You know, anything battle damage is gonna sell.
Absolutely.
You know, anything
Or
battle damage.
any variant for that matter. Like, yeah, it's cool to get the original figure, but like, different looks, different colors, different accessories, different things. Like that's what makes collecting cool, in my opinion. I don't want to get the same figure over and over and over, same exact thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, we do buy them, but like I would rather get different stuff as well.
Yeah, that's true. And also, if I go back here, and I'm gonna show you this as well. So here we have, if I can scroll down. So these are all the Star Wars figures we have, only, pre-orders, right? So I sorted by the newest on the top. So we're going to go by the oldest, which is at the bottom. So we know that we're going to get Anakin. This is a matter of time. It was teased in the picture. Same as Snowspeeder pilot Luke. We're going to get this one as well. Forget about these two because they're released already. Jango, Moff Gideon, Transport Trooper. Now, we were talking about this as well, Fabio, the other day, right? If Hot Toys releases, let's say, Moff Gideon, chances are they're going to also want to drop the Dark Trooper as well.
Yeah, so like my opinion on this is it could go either way. So it could go, they could do two things. Either release a Dark Trooper early and let it ride out until Moff Gideon comes out, or release Moff Gideon and then hope that people will buy the Dark Trooper after it's released as well. Because my thing is, people are going to want to get the Dark Trooper because of Moff Gideon, right? So if Hot Toys only releases the Dark Trooper after Moff Gideon is released, I feel like it wouldn't be too smart, because if they released it first, it gives more people a chance to buy it ahead of time. So when Moff Gideon is released, the only people who are missing are the ones who didn't want to get the Dark Troopers in the beginning. He comes out, boom, they jump right on it. So they make the sales for that much longer, in my opinion, at least.
And they said to release in July, so kind of in line with what Hot Toys gave us. But I mean, Costa, this show was great. I mean, we can agree that this is one of the best shows we've seen compared to the Boba Fett. But I mean, a lot of people want to like have this in this setting, right? Have like at least 4 of these Dark Troopers. So if Moff Gideon is released, chances are that we're gonna see this. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't think Moff Gideon is going to be. Has it been pushed back already? I believe.
Moff Gideon. Let me see.
I
think it wasn't it?
I think it was pushed back, but it was then shown in the picture that of the upcoming releases for the summer. So, I mean, it's supposed to be released April to June anyway. So I would not be surprised if we see this guy coming like in the next week or so.
Maybe.
Really?
Yeah, I'm actually hoping for a refined head sculpt on this one because it looks good, but there's just a little tweak. Because I love Giancarlo Esposito, so I'm definitely getting this figure. Especially you need any villain, you got to get the villain. They, not enough villains being made. So, but yeah, they could release the Dark Trooper at the same time. I see where Fabio is coming from, because if you do, you can start army building your Dark Troopers, and then a couple months later, boom, you have Moff Gideon. You put him in front, and even in that pose right there, and he has a flanking Dark Troopers. That would look sick as hell.
Yep. And one point that he made also, it's very true, and we know that Hot Toys doesn't really make as many villains, so anytime you see a villain, try to support that release, because it just makes them want to give us more villains, which we know that they usually don't.
Definitely. But yeah, I'm excited about this figure. I love the Vader-esque armor. And his character, like Jon Favreau and Filoni, they just killed it on this one, and I'm kind of sad that the Book of Boba Fett went the way it went, even though John supposedly wrote every single episode, so I don't know what happened there. Anyway, but yeah, I'm excited for Dark Troopers. I like where Fabio's coming if they release him first, definitely.
What do you think, Jorge? Do you think we're gonna see the Dark Troopers first, Moff Gideon first? None of them, maybe Jango Fett, or maybe the transport. I think the transport trooper is imminent, but or what about Bo-Katan? Bo-Katan is also said to be released April to June.
Oh, nice.
So it's really not that far behind. So, and again, not necessarily what we got on the picture that Hot Toys released the other day with the upcoming releases means that all the figures will not be released. I mean, obviously they're gonna do something else. It's not just only that. So it is might as well possible that we can see Bo-Katan, man. What do you think?
I would hope that Bo-Katan would come out. We'd probably see Moff Gideon before we saw the Dark Trooper. I mean, the Dark Trooper looks like it's a little more complicated in terms of the build. So I would think that they're probably going to keep that at the same release day. And they're still releasing the Ahsoka Tano figure. That got delayed for a lot of people. So that may still be coming out for others. And Jango Fett, I hope Jango Fett. I would like to see Jango Fett finally. So that would be great.
That would be amazing. That would be sick, actually.
Yes.
It's been. I mean, these figures are like they just delay so long. I mean, it's just the wait time. It just kills me, man.
And you gotta wonder why. It's because Jango Fett's suit's not much different than Boba Fett's. A repaint mostly.
It's a repaint. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so I want to say hi to a couple people that I saw in the chat. JB Collection in the house. What's up, JB? Thank you so much for stopping by. Paul Morales. Please hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button. We're 120 people watching. Liking the video helps a lot. That's for sure. It helps the algorithm for sure. Ray from HOWKWARZ Toys in the house. Good evening, gentlemen. And he says, and he has really, really good inside info. He says, here are low pre-order numbers on both of these figures. And he's referring to Moff Gideon and the Dark Trooper.
You think the
Low
Dark Trooper
PO.
have low PO numbers, considering the people want to army build that thing?
I think for now is a low pre-order because a lot of people don't pre-order as much as before. That's the way
Okay.
I see it, you know. And maybe they want to wait to see the final product. They want to see some reviews before pulling the trigger on those figures, and it's understandable, you know. Technically, if something releases today, right, and is in stock, chances are you're gonna be able to buy it in a month, 2 months. I mean, it will not sell super fast. I haven't seen anything selling super fast lately, to be honest with you. I know that Pennywise was on the wait list, but then it came back to life again. Same thing happened with Venom, right? People start like freaking out, and people already selling Venom for like $900, and the Hatter says, "Wait a second, they give us a new Venom with a new head sculpt." So, you know, I would not be surprised that people want to wait, you know, to see the figure first before pulling the trigger. You know, just my 2 cents on that. All right, so let's move on and talk about something different. Let's just change topics and talk about statues, man. I want to talk about statues because I saw one statue that caught my eye this morning, and I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna start with Jorge because I know he collects statues, but we're gonna get the Mark One from Queen Studios, 1/4 scale.
That is such a great price statue too, and a low
Dude.
edition size. Queen Studio is killing it.
Dude,
They
this
are
thing looks
killing
sick
it.
as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Was it $795, which is right on point with the Iron Man Mark III that Sideshow put out. I think theirs was about $750 maybe when they released it. And this one has an edition size of only 400.
Damn.
So super low. Light up features, and I think in the original one they showed when they first I mean, that could be the half scale that they had when they did that. Maybe it's the half scale, but I remember the fan in the back, it spins.
Oh, that's sick.
Wow.
So I don't know if it does it for this one, but
Mm.
at least I remember in the preview it did.
That looks awesome.
That's
Yeah.
really cool.
The amount of detail, man. Let me tell you, man, I'm very close to get my first statue. I'm telling you, like every time that I see this thing, is my hands are itching. Like I want to freaking get one of these. My only concern is the space. Like, what do I want to put those statues?
Wait, so what is this made of? Like, what the hell is it?
Yeah.
It's polystone from what I understand. So it's gonna be fully sculpted. It's not
even
that's
like
not metal. Huh?
It's not even real, like actual metal. It looks like it
No,
would
it's not real metal.
Oh man, that's awesome.
It's just the paint
Yeah.
application on statues is freaking realistic as hell. I mean, obviously depending on what brand you're getting, right? But man, that one looks amazing. I'm telling you.
Yeah. The last Mark One that was released was Sideshow, and that was like close to 14 years ago. So there hasn't been another Mark One. I have the Mark 7 coming. I just ordered the Captain America this morning for Seth. And
the 1/4 Queen Studio, right?
Yeah, because he's a huge Captain America fan. Me and him always go back and forth with because I'm an Iron Man guy. So me and him always go back and forth, you know. But by the time that thing comes out, it'll be right around his birthday. So he's always very iffy about ordering statues. So I was like, nah, screw that, man. This is your early birthday present. So I picked it up for him. So I want to get this because I have the Mark 7, and I'm thinking they're going to come out with a Mark 3 also. They also did a 1/4 scale Hulkbuster to go with this thing, you know, which that's insane. That's too big.
Damn. No, this guy looks amazing. I mean, look at that.
Look at those eyes.
Yeah. That arc reactor looks sick too. Look at the detail in that thing.
It lights up.
That's awesome.
I like that they put the Stark missile on the ground too.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I think the next step is to give us like a little lighter spark.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Oh man.
Where do they have this on Sideshow?
No, they don't. Sideshow went with Infinity Studios over Queen, I think. As far as the
I don't think Comic
distribution.
Concept has it.
Comic Concept, it's not licensed in the US. If you want to pick this one up, you can go to Collector's Arc and talk to my friend Randy, or Spec Fiction if you want to go through Spec Fiction. Cosmic Chase also. Yeah, I know a lot of different places to go. But Collector's Arc is the one I go into for the Queen stuff. It's because they get it quick, so they're an official distributor of theirs, so you can get it pretty fast from them.
Yeah. Steve is asking, what are the best companies for statues? I mean, Queen Studios, Prime One, J&D,
XM Studios is really good.
XM Studio. They do Transformers a lot, if I'm not mistaken. Is that XM? No, not XM.
No, Prime One does more Transformers than XM.
Prime One does more Transformers. I know Prime One does Saint Seiya, and Queen Studios is going to be doing Saint Seiya figures. I love Saint Seiya. That's one of my favorite animes when I was a kid. The Blizzway and with what was there was a company
Prime
that did the Joker.
Not Prime One, is it? No.
No, what was the company that did the collaboration for that Joker that came out really bad?
I think that was Blitz and Prime.
Okay, Blizzway and Prime One, right? Yeah, actually, that was supposed to be my first statue, that Joker. But then when I saw the final product, I said, you know what? I cannot pay this much money to decrease.
That thing was a mess. My God.
J&D is actually pretty good, but it's super expensive.
Yeah.
Super expensive. But the likeness is insane. What do you think?
Queen stuff, man. Like, did you see that Loki that Queen Studios put out? That the likeness on that is insane.
Oh yeah, the quarter scale one. Oh hell
yeah.
I'm gonna put it on the screen so you guys can see. Yeah, no, that one is actually pretty sick as well. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think I'm getting closer and closer of getting my first statue. It's just so many good ones that sometimes it's difficult to say, you know what? No. I mean, let me just put this on the screen real quick so people can see the price on this one. So $795 full price, only over 400 pieces made on this one. And I think they also shared the materials here. Polystone is about 37. Well, this is centimeters. Full price $795, deposit $290, 400 overseas. 400 pieces only. Q3 2023. Oh wow! So we need to wait a full year for this, year and a half.
How are statues with delays? Are they ever delayed, really, or not really?
Yeah, they are. I mean, right now I've been waiting on the what is it, Queen Studios Wonder Woman and the Mark 7, and those were supposed to have been released. I think February. So I'm already behind on those. They're not always delayed, but sometimes they do get delayed a little bit.
And are they very limited as well, or they're just a lot are made?
Queen Studios tries to, like you saw that edition size is pretty low. That's something that I haven't seen in a long time. So like I ended up posting like a reaction on my Instagram page today about that. It's because I haven't seen statue companies posting the actual edition size since probably the Sideshow Thanos on Throne. And it's because they always tend to sell out if they put the edition size early, which is good. And then that price is great. XM Studios tends to cap theirs out at about $9.99 is usually where they cap them out, but they always end up much lower. That's why XM Studios has they're so sought after, because I think they made for that Darth Maul that they came out with that was dope. That was like, I think like 200 and something of those were made, or 300, some really low amount, which is also unheard of. But Sideshow does edition sizes like that Ahsoka Tano that's behind me. 9,000 of those were made.
Holy cow!
Not very small.
Now, the for you specifically, like your experience with the likeness of it, of the actual statue. How is that to you? Like the final product with the prototype. How is it like when you get it?
XM Studios, from better part, has exceeded. Prime One Studios always seems to exceed. I mean, other than what you're describing there with Joker, I mean, for the better part, when I've seen a Prime One in hand, it's right on the money, or better. Queen Studios, I only have seen their Batman Marble statue, but my friend has a few of their life-size busts, and he's always in love with it when he sees it. I can't wait to see this Wonder Woman when I get it. Sideshow can be hit or miss. Sometimes I get it and it's so much better than I expected, and sometimes I get it and I'm just not happy with it at all, and I just send it back.
And do you own Prime One? Do you have any Prime One pieces, like strictly Prime One?
I owned only two. I have the Batman Hush, and then I had a Dark Side for a while, but I got rid of the Dark Side. But yeah, Batman Hush.
Yeah, no, I'm asking because I every time I see a picture of Prime One, they look beautiful. Anything Batman
cool.
that I've ever seen, they look
Uh-oh.
amazing, like flawless. So I feel like that Joker was. Do you think it was because it was a combination of Prime One and another company that made it turn out like that? Since Prime
Possibly.
One was really good.
But Blitzway is known for some great likeness. Like that, usually Blitzway does a really, really good job. So I really don't know what happened with that Joker. My concern or what I would say caution when it comes to Prime One is that the people don't realize how big those pieces are until you see them in person. They are ginormous statues. I mean, I have never seen anything that big. So when it comes to shipping, the shipping is crazy expensive because of the weight and everything. Sometimes these pieces arrive broken. And then if you get a piece that's broken from Prime One, it takes extremely long for them to replace that piece. And sometimes they only made enough for the run. They didn't bother to make more to replace these parts. So like I got what is it, the Bermejo Joker? I had that one, and the base arrived broken. And then whoever broke the base, they tried to fix it with some kind of putty, and they squeezed it together, and you could see the putty coming out the sides of the base. So I contacted them, and they replaced it. It took over 12 months. It was something like 14 months of wait to get my replacement part for that. By that time, I was so tired of it. I was just like, man, the hell with this shit. The piece came in, and I was like, it's out the house now. You know?
Yeah, you see that's I mean, despite space, but that's another thing, right? I'm afraid to pull the trigger if something arrives broken, and then the wait time. So that's why I'm very careful. I mean, if I get a statue, it's gonna be definitely from Josh, right? Comic Concepts.
Yeah.
Because I know him, so it's much easier if something goes wrong. I know he's gonna fix it for me. If not, he'll die.
XM has been really quick. I have not had too many. I haven't had any issue really. I think with XM having a broken piece. Sideshow is great. Sideshow, you get a piece that's broken, they send you out a replacement like in weeks. So
His Ripley looks good as well. Even though people say it looks too young, I think she looks fantastic.
Yeah.
I always say when I see this picture, I say it looks like Riley a little bit, but it's just me.
Yeah. It's a likeness.
This one looks really good.
Yeah.
But this is with Blitzway.
Yeah, it's a Blitzway piece with it.
So chances are that, and I noticed this pattern that, I mean, not all the time, but that's what I was told. Again, I don't own any statues, so I cannot speak. But what I was told is that normally when they do collaborations is when you start seeing some decrease in the likeness. Not to say it's garbage, but it decreases a little bit the likeness of the prototype. And if you're gonna pay this much money, you want to have it like at least in the 97%.
I mean, did you ever see Blitzway's work with the Sharon Stone from Basic Instinct?
No.
Jesus, man. That thing was on the money.
Yeah, it was right after what's his name? What's that guy? Hannibal Lecter. After they made
after they made the Hannibal Lecter, yeah.
Beautiful.
That was an amazing statue.
It looked realistic, like super, super real.
Yep.
So with 110 people watching and only 87 likes, come on, guys, hit the like button. Help us out here. Help us out. We want to get to 100 likes. And also I want to know who is new to the channel in the chat, because I can see a few new faces here. Just let me know on the chat, and I will flash your comment on the screen. But hit the like button, subscribe to my friends' channels, of course. Yeah, man. I mean, I think Prime One is a really good company as well. But one thing, I started watching again Lord of the Rings, because Joao told me, Big Brother told me that if I don't watch the movie, I cannot buy any figures. So I started watching. Actually, I started watching it again. Just bear in mind that when I watched The Lord of the Rings, it was when it was out, 2000.
Same here.
2, I think. 2001. I don't remember the year, but it was back in that day. So back in that day, I literally came to the US 1999, so I didn't speak English at all. So it's not an excuse. I know you can watch it with subtitles, I know, but I didn't kind of like appreciate the movie as I would have want to appreciate it. So now I'm watching it again, and I love it. I mean, I'm almost done with the first movie, so I'm gonna watch the whole thing, and I love it so far. So that's a good thing, because I want to get this guy.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, the freaking likeness was that this is in art at Queen Studios 1/6 scale figure, and we had John the other day from Queen Studios on the channel, and we should see the reveal coming soon for this. And I can wait, man. I mean, just by looking at the profile, looking at the hair, the beard, and just the likeness is on point. If I tell you that this is a picture of the actor, you will believe me. But no, this is a figure. Jorge, I'm gonna start with you on this one. Lord of the Ring fan?
Absolutely, big time. Seen it all in the
Gandalf.
theaters. Saw the extended cuts. I was, had to pee in a cup while I was watching it. No, I love this. I love this. I can't wait for this figure to come out. I haven't bought. I mean, like Prime One makes Lord of the Rings, and so does Weta. Right? I've seen the Weta at the cons. They do great work too. But I haven't bought the statues just because I don't have enough space to go into another line. So I wanted to when I saw that they were coming out with this from Queen Studios, and just looking at the other likenesses they've done on their life-size busts, I was like, yeah, this would be the way for me to get it, because then I can actually have a Lord of the Rings section and not take up so much room. And the likeness is insane.
It's insane. I'm telling you, man. Again, I'm watching the movies again. I think I only watched the first movie. I never watched the second. Or maybe I did. I don't remember, to be honest with you. But the more I'm watching the first movie, I kind of remembering more. And I think, you know what? I think I saw the first movie only. I didn't see the whole thing. But again, I know that the first movie is a bit slow, but I actually liked it. I actually liked the pace and the story of the rings and all that. I was like, oh, wow, this, very interesting. So bear with me. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to buy this, Joao. So he's happy with it. Because that's what he said. You need to watch the movie if you want to buy figures. But, Costa, what do you think? Are you a Lord of the Rings fan, or?
I do like the Lord of the Rings, but I also, since 2001, 2002, 2003, whenever they came out. But this thing looks sick, and I'm going to have to go and start watching the Lord of the Rings again so I can have a reason also to
peer pressure.
Get this. Peer pressure. Look at it.
You're enabling.
Like
Enabling,
that is
right?
Ian McKellen. It's gorgeous. And I hope it turns out, looking like that, it's a prototype. And the two prototypes we've seen from InArt, they've been really good. And I can't wait till next month. I think that's when they're going to reveal some more stuff. So
more stuff.
Yeah,
it's
pretty exciting.
It looks gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
I mean, look at the hair. I'm afraid that it's going to come and I'm not going to be able to have that hair. You know
what's funny? That was my question, if I remember, on that day that John from Queen Studio was here, because I'm an idiot in terms of rooted hair, so I have no clue. So I asked the question, okay, is there any type of maintenance? Because I mean, to look like this, obviously, you need to have some type of products or whatever. In my ignorance, right? So he said no. He said that really you don't need any much care. I mean, as you see it, that's how you're gonna get it. Maybe you could put a little bit of water, if you want to keep the wet look a little bit, But other than that, he said no. And he showed us I think it was 1/4 scale figure, and rooted hair. It looked really good. So the people who ordered the Joker rooted hair, you guys probably gonna be very happy with it. I didn't order that one because again, I think the price was a bit too high for that. I just went by my regular sculpted hair, but this is, I think, the only option you can get is rooted hair. So
yeah, it would look. I don't think it would look good at all with sculpted hair. It would look. You would lose a lot of this look right here. Maybe they could put like a big bubble around the head when they put it in the box, so it doesn't ruin the hair.
Exactly. I was thinking
big plastic bubble.
I said there is no way this is going to look like this out of the box. Absolutely not happening.
It's going to be all smushed.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you
think? Zhuzh it up.
I know, right? What do you think, Fabio?
Well, for some reason, I never got into like really big hits of stuff. So I never got into
He likes
Harry
Pitch
Potter.
Perfect.
I never got into Harry Potter. I never got
That's a
into
good movie.
Lord
That's
of
a
the
good
Rings.
movie.
I never got into what was the other game? Oh my god, what the hell is it?
Star Wars?
No. It was an RPG game. It was an RPG game. Final Fantasy. I never got into any of these things, and they're really, really big. And so I don't really know anything about this line, but this figure specifically, I've said this before when it was announced. Beautiful. It looks super realistic. The hair, the beard, everything about this figure. Again, it's a prototype. We could just hope it looks like this when we get it, but whoever get it, hopefully it looks like this and it'll be a hit.
It's gonna be a hit. I'm telling you right now. I think it's gonna be a hit. Again, I'm watching the movies Lord of the Rings, so hopefully by the time this movie is released, or this figure rather is released, I'm probably gonna be watching it.
Watching the extendeds.
I started with the regular. I didn't watch the extended, but then
he's like,
might as well just go with the extended. Just do it.
I was about to say, back in the day, those were like really long, but now with like Endgame and the new Batman movie, we're getting 3-hour plus movies. So
I know
we should be used to it.
Toybox asks Fabio, do you have a Edward Scissorhands figure?
Yeah.
Scissorhands.
I answered him already. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he actually last Friday we got the show, and Fabio showed us like the rarest figure, like the very first hot toy that he showed us.
Not a rare figure, but they're old. They're old.
They're rare. I mean, when you showed us, I was thinking, is this hot toys? I said, yeah, it's hot toys. I'm like, damn, like that old, But yeah, it was fun.
It was Sweeney Todd. It was Sweeney Todd.
Oh,
Edward Scissorhands. What's the guy? The octopus from Pirates of the Caribbean. I forget his name. Figures like that. Yeah, they're just old figures. They're just really, really old. So.
Yeah, and we're gonna wrap this up. Yeah, go ahead, Costa. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna ask him real quick. Is this like if I wanted to grab Sweeney Todd, is it still hold up or no? Like, because I love that movie.
So here's the thing: the figure looks beautiful to me. There's nothing wrong with the figure. Apparently, with this figure, the only problem you had was the leather would start flaking at some point. Mine didn't. Mine's still brand new. So if you get it new, depending on where it was stored, you may have a problem. But besides that, the figure is amazing.
Yeah, we like as a family, we like Sweeney Todd. It'd be cool to have one in the living room. With the chair.
No, it's really, really nice figure with the chair. Exactly. Yep, really nice.
Yeah, there's so many great figures out there, man. Grells, obviously, those probably are super pricey. But yeah, we're gonna wrap this up, guys. Don't forget to go to Joao Big Brother show. It starts at 9:30 Eastern. So before I call it for the night, I want to ask my panel what's going on their channel. So I'm going to start with Costa on this one. Thank you again for being with us tonight. It was fun. We talked about a little bit of our collecting experience, how we started, our YouTube channel, May 4 prediction, a bunch of things. What's going on your channel, my friend?
All right. Well, thanks for having me again. This was a great panel. Nice meeting Jorge, Fabio. Always a pleasure. I think last night I dropped my preview of the Kate Bishop, which I'm very excited for, and I really enjoyed Hawkeye, so I hope they expand the line a little bit more. I have some updates coming for the display case build. I'm actually going to do, I know this is white and light. I have a version where I'm going to make the top black for the people that want the black. And like you can mix and match. So it's and it's still way cheaper than Magic Case. And you can get them in different sizes. Like I didn't make these.
Wait, I didn't you sell those cases, dude?
No.
You teach us how to make.
Yeah. So you take a garage shelf, and I teach you how to, class it up.
That's what's up. So that looks like Maju Case.
Yeah,
great job.
Awesome.
Yep.
Thank you. Yeah. So I'm actually, if people, I started looking into making what Case has, so I might be doing a video on that because that's even cheaper, just buying the parts and putting it all together. So, yeah, so that the case, and I have some reviews coming up that have already, people have reviewed, but who cares? I'm gonna do them my way. So
Nice.
That's
keep-
what
keep
you
an
do.
eye out,
You're
yeah.
gonna be successful.
Yeah.
But no, thanks, man. I definitely want to watch that too, because if I can make, because I suck at making things, but
Listen,
you
you can. It's not as hard as you think. You just need to have a little bit of patience, and yeah, I've had several subscribers send me their builds. I have another one that I'm gonna showcase tomorrow. This guy took one of these in black, spray painted it white, the frame, and he has his Pokemon collection in it, and it looks awesome. Like, so yeah, and he was and a lot of people feel overwhelmed, and I'm hoping that when you watch the video, step by step, take your time, you'll be able to do it. Anybody would, and you can get different sizes in the case, so it comes in smaller and thinner, and you can you can have a nice display, and you can have a lot of room for things. So
yeah, I want to do that for sure. But no, but thanks, man. Jorge, pleasure for you to be here with us tonight. What's going
Thanks
on
for
your
having
channel
me.
again? Congrats to the 5,000, almost 6,000.
Thank you. We're really close to 6,000 subscribers now, like less than 200. I'm pretty sure we're probably going to be there by the end of the week, the way it's going.
Nice.
I'm behind on the giveaways for that, so I'm in the process right now of actually making a Boba Fett rifle that I'm going to be using as a giveaway for the channel for the 5,000 subscriber giveaway, and then I'm going to do something else for the 6,000. So I just didn't expect it to grow as fast as it's going at the moment. So good problem to have, I guess. We're gonna have a Sunday show on the Hyperdrive where we're just gonna talk about Star Wars news. That's really what's gonna be coming up on the Hyperdrive. I did a statue video that dropped yesterday for the Boba Fett on throne from the Book of Boba Fett. It's a custom 1/4 scale statue, so it's not something that anybody has seen before yet. So if you guys want to check that out, that's out. But that's it. That's all that's going on for me right now.
That's good, man. That's good.
Thanks for
Good
having
stuff.
me. It's great meeting you guys. I mean, this was an awesome show. I had a great time.
No, thanks, man.
Same,
Thanks.
yeah.
So yeah, definitely check it out. All the links in the description below. Senor Fabio, what's going on in Fabio world?
Well, thank you for having me as usual. Costa, nice to see you. Jorge, nice to meet you. I'm actually expecting a few things. You already know I'm expecting Wonder Woman. She actually finally shipped. Today I received Wandering Earth, the Captain. I don't know if you guys saw, what they're about. They're damn toys. The Asian line, the two males and the female. I got him, today. I'm expecting my third cyborg Spider-Man, which I'm excited about because I definitely want to display at least two. So stay tuned for those. I'm very excited.
Beautiful, my friend. And what's going on my channel? You know what's happening. Check out the live stream on Friday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. We're gonna have a live stream. And then for members, if you guys want to become a member, you definitely should consider, because we have shows on Sundays, every Sunday, Figures with Friends. And let me tell you, we have so much fun. We have Aries, we have Joao, we have Fabio, we have Easy, we have multiple people coming, and we keep it short panels so we have more talk. And because you're a member, you get all the questions. We speak all day, so it's fun, very fun. So if you want to become a member of the channel, please do so. I put the link in the description below. For shows and for live streams, you need to be a gold member and up, right? If you want to be a platinum member, we're gonna start our private WhatsApp group, and also we're gonna have Zoom meetings with people interested in that. And I'm working on a fourth plan, which I'm gonna be announcing some details maybe next week. So stay tuned for that. As far as reviews, I have the Pot, and I'm probably gonna get a couple of figures that I'm thinking that I want to get. So stay tuned for that as well. And anything that is released, obviously, you'll see it here on the channel. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. Please, guys, go to Joao's channel right now. I'll put the link in the description below, or the chat rather. Just put a comment, say that you came from my show. Show some support to my friend Julius. And that's all. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, be well, and see you around in the next video. Stay thirsty, my friends. Where are my videos now?
Stay thirsty, my friends.
Stay thirsty, my friends.